Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Diversity of Life with me, Nasi. For this episode, I'll be delving into the other study taxa for my PhD, the ants. If you've listened to the promo episode, you know that this group is my specialty. I've worked with them for over 5 years and I know them really well. The ants are found in nearly every terrestrial system across the planet, with 22,000 plus member species, and they outweigh human biomass on the planet 3 to 1. That means for every 1 pound of you, there are 3 pounds of ants. That's incredible. There are as many, if not more, life strategies of ants as there are bees. There are mound-building ants, log livers, nomadic ants, canopy nesting ants, and even ants that nest in thorns. Some of the most amazing life strategies of these ants is agriculture and animal husbandry. That's right, ants tend to crops and animals just like us. One of the best known genera that do this is the leafcutter ants, or scientifically known as Atta. These leafcutter ants house fungal gardens in their colonies. They grow the fungus on leaf matter and eat the plant growth, just like what we do with vegetables and fruits. Many ant species worldwide, including in Canada and the United States, herd and tend aphids just like we do with cows. Aphids are a plant pest. They feed on the phloem of plants. Phloem is kind of like a blood of the plant. It transports sugars and nutrients throughout the plant system. The aphids can't process all of the phloem that they take in, and so some of that plant phloem is excreted. This excretion is called honeydew, and it's very rich in sugar. Ants like this a lot, and so what they do is they herd and protect the aphids from predators in return for the honeydew. Kind of like what we do with cows and milk. Similar to the bees that I talked in last week's episode, ants are eusocial. But throughout their evolution, ants have relied on this eusociality even more to survive. They have done this to the point to almost becoming a superorganism. A superorganism was originally defined by E.O. Wilson. He described it as a colony being akin to a single body of a human, where each worker in the colony is like a cell in the body. They respond to each other using chemical signals called pheromones, similar to what we do with neurotransmitters in our body. So they largely function as a single organism. To really hit this home, ants have even differentiated workers similar to cells in our body. They are morphologically dissimilar from one another while being the same kind of worker caste. Thus you get massive soldier ants, you get tiny scouts, strong workers, and flat-headed door ants. All of this while still being almost genetically identical to one another. Ants function off a different sexual system than humans. Well, we are diploid, meaning that we need a female gamete and a male gamete in order to create an offspring. Ants are haplodiploid. This means that the males only possess 1 sex chromosome, or are haploid, while the females possess 2 sex chromosomes and are diploid. These males only need to be produced when the colony wants to sexually reproduce with another colony. Otherwise, really in the nest, these males are useless. In the first episode, I talked about sexual dimorphism in the marvelous spatula-tailed hummingbird. There are some physical differences, but you can kind of tell that they're still the same species. In the case of male ants, because they're only produced 1 time during the year, they are morphologically drastically different from all the other workers in the colony. So much so that even nowadays, we really don't know what males belong to which species of ant. Ants are hypothesized to have evolved during the same period as the bees, in the Cretaceous, but not quite as early, as they evolved about 99 million years ago. Even nowadays, ants' biological beginnings are quite a mystery. There is a missing link between ants and other hymenopterans. We don't know where eusociality evolved within the group, but this is the cool part. The closest link that we have to a solitary ant is the Martian ant, Martialis heurica. This name literally translates to Martian surprise. 2 workers of this strange ant were found in 2000 in the Amazon rainforest by a German scientist, Manfred Vergey. When he found them, this sparked an ant gold rush in the Amazon. Hundreds of expeditions were launched by dozens of institutions to try to find a specimen of this species. The only other collection since they were first collected in 2000 has been 1 other worker by Christian Rabeling, a graduate student from Texas in 2003. But just with these 3 workers, we don't know whether there is a queen, what they eat, or what role in the ecosystem they play. But based on genetic and morphological evidence, it suggests that they have small colonies, workers are reproductively viable, and they share a lot lot in common with Cretaceous wasps. Ants are super important for our ecosystems. They're ecosystem engineers. They shape their environment to best suit them, similar to what we do when we make cities. The mound-building ants cycle nutrients from the surface into the soil, providing nutrients and aeration of the soil for certain plants to help them grow. Some ant species will only nest in nutrient-rich, healthy soils, making them an indicator of ecosystem health. Some species are even super important for forest growth. Aphanogaster rudis is a keystone species of ant, meaning it provides a crucial role in the ecosystem that outweighs many other species at present. This species is a seed disperser. It plants seeds from various plants in an ecosystem into its nest. The planting of these seeds and the fact that the nests generally have a higher nutrient content than the surrounding soil helps forests grow back, especially after a disturbance such as clear cutting. This can be such a significant effect as to grow the forest up to 2 times faster than with them absent. But despite the importance of this group, there has been virtually no research in regards to ants and the neonicotinoids that I discussed in my previous episode. To give you an indication of the magnitude of this lack of understanding, there are approximately 5,000 peer-reviewed papers on honeybees and bees in general in regards to neonicotinoids. However, on ants, there are only 7. Granted, bees are in a state of crisis, and it's good to have that staggering backing, but I think that if we know these pesticides impact eusocial insects to this degree, some awareness should be brought to the ants before they become a group in crisis. So I am doing just that. In particular, with regards to the ants and neonicotinoids, I will be looking at just how ants are getting exposed in the environment to these pesticides, such as whether they're found in their food systems, in their water, or in their nesting substrates. Then I will be testing for how the pesticides impact their colony behavior in a laboratory. I will be keeping various species of ants in captivity, testing whether they do similar things that we've seen in the bees, such as abandoning the nest, or whether they change their foraging habits, and whether they interact with species differently, such as the aphids that I mentioned they tend to, or the prey items that they feed on. There is just so much to explore with this group, and I can't wait to contribute to this understudied taxa. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my research and what I'll be doing over the next 4 years. I can't wait to update you all with my findings and my experimental progress. From the comments on the previous video, it sounds like you guys are all interested in seeing my lab experiments, so I can't wait to share that with you. I'm excited to make it happen. With Halloween just around the corner, I want to get a little spooky with the next 2 episodes to celebrate. I will be touching 2 topics in the Halloween spirit, but you'll have to tune in to see what they are. As always, I want to hear from all of you. What do you think of the ants? Did you know just how much they do for our local ecosystems? Or that there was just that many of them around? Also, who else is hyped for Halloween? What do you think that the next 2 episodes will be? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked what you heard here, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of my furry antics, check out my Twitter. Hope to see you guys next time. See you later.